Donkey Kong is a straightforward character with notable strengths and clear weaknesses. His weight, reach, damage, speed, and killing power are all above average. Once he holds the middle stage, it can be really difficult to reclaim it without risking getting grabbed. Let him grab you and he will dish out a ton of damage and keep you juggled for another possible grab or get you off stage, only to hold the middle stage away from you. His offstage game is pretty strong too, having deadly spikes, lingering aerials, and solid ledge trumping game. And despite having a poor vertical recovery, DK can still go surprisingly deep to intercept and deny recovery attempts and make it back. He's also unique in that he is a heavy hitter who also has a bunch of weaker hits that combo and frame trap. In exchange for these gifts, DK has one of the worst disadvantage states. He struggles to land once launched and has as much of a problem getting back to stage from the ledge. Generally, his best option to escape from juggles is to retreat to the ledge. But with his poor get-up attack, exceptionally poor ledge roll, easily countered regular get-up, and even easier to counter ledge stall, his best options from the ledge is either double jump in with air dodge and either back air or headbutt. And another interesting ledge option is double jump to footstool. He might feel a little wild and use other aerials, but they're pretty slow and punishable. Or ledge jump, which creates a disadvantage state that loops into itself, and his only hope is for the opponent to screw up or fail to clutch out a kill because of his weight. And so the general game plan is to overpower them during the grab phase and outlast them. Few characters can trade with DK and come out ahead, so taking a few extra hits is usually not a big deal, as long as you've mastered the percentage for the ding dong with and without rage. To start off, DK will be fishing for as many grabs as possible. Doing this will mainly make opponents jump and space you out, cross you up, or grab DK themselves once the shield is conditioned. Since challenging safely spaced aerials is a bad idea, DK needs to instead play around what the opponent does either after a spaced move or before he gets spaced out. And so observing what options the opponent does after a spaced aerial is key to finding an opening. And using anti-airs before they space you out, like back airs, up tilts, or whatever else would work depending on the positioning to simply put an opponent into disadvantaged state, and then look for a grab as they need to land. Another general rule you should follow is that if you're standing still with shield, you will most likely not find a punish when playing against a capable player, as they've had too much time to space against a standing target. However, if you are shield dashing, you are actually pushing yourself in with shield into the opponent's space, that will be much more successful in finding a punish. Walking to shield can be better than shield dashing, as DK has a really good walk and will allow the shield to come out quicker than if you shield dash. This means that good movement in general, well-timed spot dodges, and smart rolls behind opponents is also very important. Or in other words, as little whiffed shield grabs as possible. One of the biggest things for DK is that he can get a lot of work done by actually not using certain actions and instead letting the threat of those actions do the work for him. The threat of dash grab can allow DK to punish spot dodges or escapes. The threat of dash attack, forward tilt, down tilt, or giant punch can condition a shield, which can be grabbed or broken. Same thing for the threat of back air. The threat of Ding Dong can condition opponents into continuously walling DK out with aerials, which can be countered by Giant Punch. The first jab is a quick disruptive poke. It's safe against shield at max range in most matchups, and has a knuckle hitbox that can lead into a grab. This is basically a true combo against normals and heavyweights. Against floaty characters, it's a bit harder to get until very high percentage, and if DK has rage, as they can double jump out and potentially even footstool. It's unreliable against fast fallers, as they will always be able to spot dodge or jab, unless they have really high percentage and DK has rage, making it a bit more reliable. A few characters can also quickly throw out an aerial or up B, which can be risky if DK baits it out and shields. Jab to up tilt becomes a kill confirm at high percents and will work against these characters. At low to mid percentage, the second jab will pretty much launch opponents into an awkward spot where they have to immediately double jump or attack. Dash attack is basically for closing gaps. It's an approach that punishes landings, short hops, or even spot dodges from a distance. It can also be good for covering regular get-up or aggressive double jumps. Forward tilt has really good range, is disjointed, and is used for zoning the opponent out and punishing short hops if angled upwards. Angling it downwards can cause a trip, and you can punish 2 frames. Up tilt is a quick, disjointed anti-air that covers a lot of space. There's a sweet spot on DK's shoulder that's almost as strong as down smash. Down tilt is a safe, disjointed poke. You'll always want to space this move at max range, as doing it at close range is pointless and punishable on hit. It will only really combo at lower to mid percentage if you manage to trip the opponent. That will force a tech situation on most characters around 100%. Tilts are a really quick and easy way for DK to ledge trap, as down tilt can safely punish aggressive double jumps back, while forward tilt is really good at denying a ledge jump and also covering double jumps, leaving opponents with roll, get-up attack, and regular get-up, which can easily be reacted to and grabbed. This could also work with up tilt, having the potential to cover ledge jump and double jump as it lingers for quite a while. Rolls are covered by a simple grab, same with regular get-up or get-up attack. Forward smash is a very powerful punish. It has good range and a disjoint on his arms and head. It can also be really hard to punish if spaced or slightly charged. Up smash is a powerful disjointed anti-air and is great against attacks that are directly above you. It's a hard commitment against ledge jumps. Down smash is his quickest smash and is also really good at covering all ledge options with individual timing and spacing. Neutral air is a very interesting move with many crazy applications. A simple application is using it as a landing option as you space away to push the opponent away. It's still not really safe unless you actually auto-cancel with the move, as it has a bit of landing lag otherwise. The move can be auto-cancelled at any frame where the hitbox isn't active, meaning that it can be used as an A-cancel just before the hitbox comes out, to immediately land and shield during tumble. Of course, using tech to get out of tumble becomes equally as important, as it grants you invincibility and can also allow you to get a punish. You can short hop, buffer neutral air, and fastball to auto-cancel the move. Once you connect with the late hit before landing, it has amazing combo potential, and even more so if you reverse the aerial. Because of its high hitbox, it's hard to land this move in the neutral, and can be extremely punchable on whiff. It's still amazing at punishing short hops, however. It makes for amazing and safe platform pressure, as well as it can induce the opponent to slip off a platform for crazy setups. If you are recovering and you notice that the opponent has thrown out a very punishable option, you can double jump back in and neutral air to have it auto-cancel and set up for a tech chase scenario. The main use of this move, however, should be for option coverage during the advantage state, as it's extremely good at covering horizontal air dodges for frame traps or for simply punishing the air dodge as it lasts for so long. It can condition double jumps, which can still be followed for more juggles or a grab. And finally, it's amazing offstage as it covers a ton of space and will also greatly reward you. Up air is one of the most amazing juggling tools in the game, as it has intangibility on his head from frame 1 to 10, meaning it beats out most attacks from above, at the same time as you can short hop, buffer up air, and fast fall to auto-cancel the move. It combos into itself and will keep opponents above DK for more juggling. If you air dodge it, you will get frame trapped and up tilted only to continue getting juggled. Up air is amazing for punishing ledge jump if you missed to directly cover the option and they're already above you, as even if they ledge jump and air dodge, you'll frame trap into up tilt. Other than that, it can be a potential landing option, combo breaker, or to pressure opponents close to the ledge before you recover. Forward air is basically just for offstage usage, to try spiking opponents recovering offstage, or to try punishing opponents for trying to edgeguard you offstage before you recover. Only the late hit spikes opponents, while the earlier hitbox launches them. Down air is for spiking opponents offstage and contesting aggression from below to try your best in getting the opponent off of you and conditioning a bit more shield as you land. He can also use it through platforms, and if the opponent misses to tech, it can lead into a grab, up airs, or up smash. It has really good range, so it can be used to try punishing recoveries before they snap onto the ledge, or punishing a 2-frame with good timing. Back air is one of the best back airs in the game, as it's strong, has a good reach, and speed. It's a long-lasting hitbox, making it an amazing edge guarding tool, or ledge trapping tool, as it can be thrown out twice in a short hop and can be safe if spaced. Keep in mind though that if you land with back air at relatively close range, it can still be punished as it has a good amount of landing lag. You can cross up with back airs if you hit the front of the opponent's shield while facing them as a mix-up. Because of the range, it's an amazing anti-air tool, and will usually win against other aerials that aren't highly disjointed. If they air dodge and are in range, you can punish with down air. If you connect sweet spot back air at mid%, it can set up for a tech chase, and the sour spot will start doing the same at higher percentage. Giant Punch can be wound up to entice approaches. Pressing grab or shield will make DK stop. However, there's a bit of lag to it. The only immediate defensive option is rolling. You can turn around special and immediately cancel it without air dodge coming out to turn yourself around off stage and threaten with back airs. You cannot be reversed the wind up, however you can be reversed the punch. It can be wound up 10 times. The fully charged punch provides 10 super armor frames on DK's entire body on the ground, and 4 in the air. The startup of the punch is incredibly fast, and if whiffed, the end lag is very short, making it barely punishable. It's also safe on block. It has a bunch of sour spots and is weaker than the 7th windup. Except for this, it can also be used as a very scary ledge get up option, or as an unpunishable landing option, especially since it's safe on block. If you wind it up 9 times, it will be at its strongest, and will generally be his strongest attack. It's much slower and laggier, making it really risky as it can be reacted to and punished if shielded. It also means that you won't connect it off a combo, and is only meant for hard reads, while the fully charged one can be used in combos. Not having it fully charged means that you can use the windup as a turnaround and cancel it before it fully charges, as the first windup never counts. Punching in the air makes it his longest reaching aerial, but it will put DK in freefall animation. This will also happen if you are standing at the very edge of a stage and punch a shield. The back hit of all punches that are not fully charged will always have the strongest hitbox, while the fully charged has a really weak back hit. However, the front hit can be combined with back air to break a shield. Headbutt has some neat applications, the most obvious application being breaking shields. Another application is using it to snap onto the ledge quicker after an up air, back air, or air dodge, as every single frame of Headbutt can be cancelled by snapping the ledge. And so you can run off, B-reverse the Headbutt, and immediately grab the ledge. Another application is that it can extend a lock even after 3 resets. Hitting it off stage will spike opponents, however it's a very weak spike. Hitting it on stage will bury opponents, which can lead into a ton of combos and kill confirms, as buried opponents receive less knockback from the first hit. Hand Slap is very unique in that it only punishes grounded opponents. It has massive range both in front and behind. Press down B once and DK will slap twice. Mash the B button and he will keep slapping. If the opponent shields, it becomes impossible to jump out or roll out after the very first slap, but it can be rolled out of and possibly even jumped out of after the second slap. It'll break a shield once you tank 3 hits, so usually it's worth just taking the hit as it's actually not that strong. It can be used in mid-range footsies where the opponent keeps staying grounded and rolling, or if someone is cornered and shielding to condition them into jumping more in the neutral. Doing it in the air will spike opponents. It can also be B-reversed, and so it can be used in some interesting ways and areas. Grounded Spinning Kong provides super armor at frame 8 to 17, meaning it can be a very situational out of shield option. It can be used to counter predictable approaches or well-spaced disjoints. It's best used at really low percents, as at that point it'll always force a tech situation rather than just launch someone off stage. Aerial Spinning Kong provides intangibility at frame 3 to 6 while the hitbox comes out at frame 4, and so it's incredible at beating certain recoveries, even those with a hitbox if timed correctly. Mastering when and where to use the aerial spin off stage as an edgeguard can be key to beating a bunch of matchups, as it can lead into kills or rack up a bunch of damage, especially if you hold down during the spin. The horizontal mobility is excellent, so you can linger for quite a while before getting the ledge to mix up your timing and make it harder on the opponent trying to edgeguard you. One thing to remember is that it can be B-reversed, which gives DK momentum back to stage if he's far out off stage facing the blast zone. It can be used as a surprise option off the ledge to hit opponents while trying to land on a platform or landing on stage. And finally, it can be a good option to break out of strings to trade for a good amount of damage. DK has arguably the best grab game out of any character, as even his combo starting throw does 10%. His pivot grab has an amazing range, so it can be used to punish a ton of characters' whiffed moves. The only downside is that his standing grab is frame 8, meaning his close range out of shield options can sometimes be stuffed out by extremely quick moves. To start off, up throw and down throw aren't very effective. Back throw is one of DK's main kill throws, and it's recommended to immediately throw instead of pummel, as the animation is really fast, meaning the opponent might miss their DI. Using forward throw will basically allow DK to carry you around and even jump. During this state, he gains a different forward throw, back throw, up throw, and down throw. Cargo forward throw doesn't really have any real uses, unless you find yourself on the Smashville platform. Cargo back throw can possibly lead into a kill at very high percentage. Cargo down throw has 3 uses, the first one being running off stage, inputting the opposite way before you fall off, and down throw to stage spike. This could be really hard to tech. However, if the tech is successful, you can punish DK. This can also work with cargo back throw and forward throw. The timing for teching is different, making it even harder on the opponent. But it's a risk, since if they do tech, you end up below them and might get hard punished. The other use for cargo down throw is for platform tech chase. If you get a grab at around mid percentage, you can jump and down throw to put them onto a platform and try getting another grab. And lastly, it can be used to throw opponents off stage to try edgeguarding them. And now for the pinnacle of DK's grab game, the cargo up throw. The general bread and butter combos are grounded cargo up throw to up smash at starting percents, which only works on a few characters. And if it doesn't work, you can cargo up throw to up air and try juggling them, which should force a double jump for you to try chasing down. Aerial cargo up throw to back airs, aerial cargo up throw to forward air, and aerial cargo up throw to up air. For clarification, to pull this off perfectly, you need to jump while buffering the cargo up throw, immediately double jump, and delay the aerial slightly. Something really important to remember is that even during or after the ding dong percentage, DK can still do a grounded cargo up throw to a full hop double jump up air as either a true combo or a 50-50. So don't expect to be out of trouble as soon as you seem to get out of the ding dong setup. Something else you can do is cargo up throw to spinning Kong or back air to spinning Kong, which deals a ton of damage but will most likely put you in disadvantage. It's very important to remember that he specializes in grappling, but has a very good complementary brawling kit to be able to fight opponents without relying too much on grabbing. Usually, it's not worth trying to air dodge, as it's a true combo anyway, and if you do air dodge, you might get extremely punished by a 9-line punch or re-grab on platforms. Neutral air can of course be used, but it's weaker and less effective than back airs, as neutral air can be punished. It's instead only used to launch opponents perfectly onto platforms for a re-grab. Except for this, there are some specific combos that can be done against fast followers. Against Fox, at 14%, you have this combo. Against Falcon, Bayonetta, and others, at 14% you have this combo if they DI in. And then you might also be able to get short hop cargo up throw into double jump buffered weak hit back air into footstool on these characters. Or even an aerial cargo up throw to footstool onto a platform, fall down with down air and get a re-grab. At the end of the day, it's important to know the exact ding dong percent for each character. For that, you have either the document below or a website called winningwithdk.com. Anyways, if you want to decide what character should be next in the series, make sure to check out the link below to vote. And if you can, I'd highly appreciate it if you can help me out on Patreon. Thank you. Credit goes to Big O, Gerpinder, DK Will, Kite, Conga, Poke, Proctavia, and Shadows.